Genesis 10, the Table of Nations, records the post flood expansion of humanity through Noah's sons, Japheth, Ham, and Shem, tracing the origins of 70 distinct nations. It fulfills the commandment to fill the earth from Genesis chapter 9. It details the spread of clans, languages, and territories across Europe, Africa, and Asia, setting the stage for the narrative of Abraham. Japheth. Descendants generally settled in the north, Europe, Asia Minor. Ham. Descendants settled in the south, Africa, Middle East, including Nimrod, founder of Babel, Nineveh, and Canaan. Shem. Descendants including the ancestors of the Israelites, settled primarily in the Middle East. This chapter functions as a bridge between the flood and the Tower of Babel, showcasing the origin of human diversity and early civilizations. Genesis 11 narrates the story of the Tower of Babel, where united humanity attempts to build a tower reaching heaven. God intervenes by confusing their languages and scattering them across the earth, halting construction and creating the city of Babel. The chapter concludes with the genealogy of Shem leading to Abram and his family's journey from Ur to Haran. The Tower of Babel. Humanity, sharing a single language, settles in the land of Shinar and resolves to build a city and a tower with its tops in the sky. This action is seen as a rebellious, prideful act to make a name for themselves rather than obeying the commandment to fill the earth. Divine intervention. God descends to observe the city, noting that unified they can achieve anything they plot. To prevent further defiance, God confuses their speech so they cannot understand each other, forcing them to disperse. Origin of nations and languages. The scattering of the people resulted in the formation of different nations and languages, with a place being named Babel, because God confounded their speech there. Genealogy of Shem to Abram. This chapter provides a detailed, linear genealogy from Shem, the son of Noah, through Arpachshad to Terah, the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. The journey of Terah and Abram. Terah takes his family, including his son Abram and daughter-in-law Sarai, from Ur of the Chaldeans towards Canaan, but they settle in Haran. This chapter acts as a bridge between the early stories of humanity and the beginning of the patriarchal narrative in Genesis 12. Genesis 12 marks a pivotal turning point in the Bible where God calls 75-year-old Abram to leave his home for Canaan, promising to make him a great nation and bless all families on earth through him. Obediently, Abram travels to Canaan, but due to famine, he lies to Egypt's Pharaoh about his wife, Sarai, resulting in divine intervention and their escape. The call of Abram. God instructs Abram to leave his country, kindred, and father's house for an unknown land. God makes a sevenfold promise to make him a great nation, bless him, make his name great, bless those who bless him, curse those who dishonor him, and bless all families on earth through him. Arrival in Canaan. Abram, his wife Sarai, and his nephew Lot travel to Canaan. God appears to him again, promising this land to his descendants. In response, Abram builds altars at Shechem and Bethel, worshiping the Lord. Famine and deception in Egypt. A severe famine drives Abram to Egypt. Fearing for his life because of Sarai's beauty, he tells the Egyptian she is his sister. Pharaoh's intervention. Pharaoh takes Sarai into his house and treats Abram well, giving him livestock and servants. However, God afflicts Pharaoh's house with plagues. Upon discovering the truth, Pharaoh rebukes Abram and sends them away with all their possessions. This chapter demonstrates the beginning of God's covenant with the patriarchs and shows Abram's mixed faith, obeying the call to move, but fearing for his life in Egypt.